not in the game. You can come to the bench, he's always talking to you, telling you what he sees. You know, K-Love's been here, what, 5 times? 4 times? So he's seen everything but the win at this point. So, you know, the biggest thing for us is I'm glad he's on our team. You know, he gives us that extra energy, that extra spark, whatever we need, and, you know, he's all hands on deck.
Right side, 5th row, Tim Reynolds.
Bam, Tim Reynolds, AP. Yes, I know. Please roll your eyes. Spo talked when he was in here a little while ago about, obviously you have the toughest defensive assignment in the series, but you have enormous offensive responsibility too. How much?
Dominate the paint and everything.
My bad. They got Moss here. Biggest thing for us is we've heard all the noise throughout the whole playoffs. Biggest thing for us, we have a will, we have a belief, and we keep finding ways to win.
Right side, 2nd row.
Bam, Tyler King, Denver Gazette. We've seen this lineup before with Caleb starting. Obviously, it was what you guys used early in the postseason. But going from game 1 to game 2, how much did you feel the difference early on, just having his size out there? I know he only played 22-some minutes tonight, but overall, how impactful?
And start in the finals, be productive, and it doesn't mean anything that he's undrafted. You know, he's giving guys who are going through his path or down that road of, you know, you're not this, you're not that, you're not this, and he's carving a space for himself, and I feel like a lot of people gonna know who Gabe Vincent is.
On Fox Sports, at what point did you realize Gabe Vincent was going to become as impactful as the players he has become for this team?
Man, when he torched us in the Olympics.
Important 7 games of your career, just given that he is an incredible tough cover, but this team, you know, your team is best when they're running offense through you and you're a big part of the offense as well. And it's tough to do both at the same time.
I mean, this is the finals. You know, this is what we live for. This is the opportunity that we have. This is the opportunity that we don't want to let slip away. So, biggest thing for me, man, I go out there, I play with a will, I play with passion, and I try to leave it all on the court.
We're going to stay on the right side, 4th row.
Anthony Chang, Miami Herald. This is not Gabe's first big performance in these playoffs. What do you think he's proven during this?
In the exhibition game, facing Nigeria, you know, he came out with that type of energy, that type of ferocity and that anger, and I feel like that's from there. I was like, nah, he's one of us.
We're going to stay on the left side, 3rd row.
For moreheadheat.com, Bam, in game 1, Jokic was efficient and he had his 14 assists. Tonight he got 41 points, but his assists were all the way down to 4. So is there anything you guys did differently to maybe dissuade the playmaking aspect of his game?
Just trying to take away the cuts. It's a big part of the offense, the cuts, because he's a great passer. Their cuts, you know, he sees open guys, and just making them all try to take difficult shots.
Left side, 5th row.
Bam, Vince Goodwill, Yahoo Sports. In the 4th quarter, that 3-man game that you guys did on that left side seemed to produce a lot of open looks for you guys. Did you see something with Jokic guarding you where you sensed that maybe you could take advantage of something? Or you could see their defense being a little confused with it. Is there anything in particular, strategy-wise, that you saw that you knew would work for you?
We just made winning plays. He's been in this league 20 years. He's won championships. He knows what it's like to be in these moments. So, you know, to have a guy like that on your bench, it's more important than people think he is. And he doesn't change. You know, he's going to be honest with you. He's going to say it like it is. So I can't even repeat what he said in the huddle because it'll just be a couple words. But he's so involved and so invested in us. He wants us to succeed. He wants us to have this great opportunity. He wants us to be successful.
Thanks, Ben.
That's it. I feel like I'm one of the great passers in this league. So just making plays down the stretch.
We're going to take one more question. Right side, fifth row, Tim Reynolds.
Again?
Sorry, Bam. I know he's done it a lot in your time with Miami, but UD grabbed Spo's chair at one point in the HUD and for a timeout tonight. When he does that, first of all, what was the message tonight, if you can repeat it in a PG-13 variety? And secondly, when he does that, obviously it has impact, but does he still pick his spots on when to play coach and when not to?
I wouldn't even say it's playing coach. I think it's just UD being UD. He's in that role now where he's a vet.
Editors, they love those kind of moments.
We're going to go to left side, fifth row.
Well, Nick Friedel, ESPN. I know mental toughness has been a bedrock of the organization for a few decades, but why do you think this team has shown to be so resilient over and over?
Well, we've talked about it in all the previous 3 series, Nick. So I feel like I'm being redundant, but we've faced a lot of adversity during the season, and we handled it the right way, where you're not making excuses about it, the injuries, the changing lineups, and due to a lot of that, that it hardened us, it steeled us, and we developed some grit, which is what we all want, right? We want to be able to have that privilege of having adversity, and being able to overcome it. You gain strength from that. But this is a very tough opponent. They have our full respect for sure.
We're going to stick to the left side, second row.
Coach Ryman, early in the first quarter, kind of set the tone for you guys.
Yeah, of course, like everybody's going to be looking at that final number. How many threes did he hit? But he's a winning basketball player. He does winning things defensively. He's physical. He's in the right spots. He's a great block-out guy. He's also a guy that'll come in and help rebound. If you give him a task, he'll do it. And that's winning basketball.
We spoke to Caleb Martin. So speaking about you and Coach Riley, said you're at your best after defeat. Can you run us through your playbook in those situations?
I don't even know how to answer that. It's not about me. This group, we've faced tough times this year, and so we've learned how to handle setbacks, things not going our way, and then just getting to work instead of getting distracted or making excuses or feeling sorry for ourselves. So it's like a muscle, that you work on and you get better. It's always great to see the ball go in, but Max has also proven that he can impact winning, regardless of whether the ball's going in. He puts in more time than he probably should, He's a masochist like all of us, and he's always going to put in the time. He's ignitable. And we needed every bit of what he did tonight.
Right side, first row.
Coach Ronendo.
K-Love's
and anybody else in the league. We've had a lot of crushing losses, during the regular season.
We're going to go to the back room, left side, Mark Spears.
Coach Mark Spears, ESPN's Landscape. Just talk about Gabe Vincent, his output tonight, and also just how incredible his story has been.
Yeah, we love Nnamdi. We really do. If you don't know that, the national media, because you're not following us, please look that up. Nnamdi. He's a special guy. He really is. He was with us in the bubble as a two-way guy, and he took on the tough